Welcome back to Dust Euphoria. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of our under the sea oceanic themed trinket box. As you can see here, we have this really neat beach scene with the contents of the box completely laid out in the ocean and on the beach. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to highlight some of these items for you, and then I'm going to assemble the box by putting everything in the interior, and then also some of the ephemera items, the paper items, are going to go in the lid. The first thing I want to talk about is the actual box itself. This is a box that Lynn Cinnamon and I picked up at a really neat thrift store. They had all kinds of neat ephemera items, old photos and things like that. They had this really weathered, neat wooden box. It kind of looks like it's been under the sea for a few years. Thought it was perfect for the theme. So we picked it up with that in mind, and I put the whole thing together assuming that this is the one we would use. Now you can see in the bottom, let's see if I can turn it where it's lit up a little better. I have these little pearl beads, a couple of shells, and a pink starfish. And what I've done is I've laid them under a sheet of like acetate, or not sure exactly, it's just a thick clear plastic. And then I took some mat board and cut a little frame, and then covered the frame in some copper foil tape. And then kind of spot glued it in place, and so now everything in there is unattached and loose, but it'll be held in place. It's not going to go anywhere. Makes a cool little rattling sound when things are free to move around. But I thought that was a wonderful little thing to have on the bottom. And then for the lid, we wanted to include some items that were held in the top, and that presented a little bit of a challenge. So what I wound up doing is I got these little brass eyelet screws and some brass wire, and based on the items that I wanted to put in, I was able to construct this little design that will hold everything in place in a specific way. You'll see that when we reach the end of the video. So yeah, we'll be adding a little lock and a key that goes on the outside when I'm finished. Get this back here. Now I'll highlight some of the little items that are going to be going into the box. As you can see, we've got quite a few mermaid items. We've got this little mermaid ring. I love that. And then this little lady and another little pendant. And then this little creature, little cat mermaid, lounging on her piece of sea glass over here. Then we have a couple of little Lego fish and a Lego turtle. Got a little submarine from a battleship game. It's the only ship that would actually be under the sea. This little stone turtle. I'm guessing it's a pendant you can wear on a necklace, just to string it through the eyes there. Kind of a blue and white carved stone. Got this little green shark, sort of translucent. Looks kind of like a great white, except it's a great green. Now I have no idea what that is on top of him there. But a little manta ray pendant, a little compass pendant. We got this really neat glass jellyfish. Isn't that cool? Of course, we got a little Hatchimal, this neat little translucent whale. I think you've seen it. We featured him in a previous video. You can see he's got the little water coming out of his blowhole, or air and water, with little pink wings on his head. Got a Jolly Roger glass ring. You notice we got lots of coins, gold coins, most of which are plastic. There's a few. I think this little neat thing is metal. A couple of them I believe are metal, but most of them are plastic. Just fun from games. One's got a little treasure chest, quite a few little Jolly Roger little symbols on them from pirate games and whatnot. Got this ceramic dolphin or porpoise. Kind of fun. It's hollow. One of the larger items going in. Speaking of larger items, check out this huge fake shark tooth. More like a megalodon tooth. Moving right over here. That's Jolly Roger. It's like a Hello Kitty pirate button. And then this is kind of neat. This is a Effie shopping at sea. A little pendant or a little tag. It's got a tiny little blue gem embedded in it. It's fun. Here we have an actual message in a bottle with a message from us. This will go in at the top. You'll see it at the end of the video. This is a really neat like mermaid cameo that Lynn Cinnamon picked up and chose to go in the box. That neat kind of dark metal chain. All right. This really neat opalescent shell that's been sealed, the two pieces, and it's got two little hooks on either side to include it as a pendant or as part of a necklace or bracelet, I'm guessing. We've got quite a few shells spread out up here. We've got Sebastian the Crab from Little Mermaid, and under Sebastian is this neat postage stamp. Looks like a Soviet Union era postage stamp, I assume, from the CCCP on it. Looks like it's actually got the postmark. Yeah, it looks like it's actually been used. It's really neat. And while we're up here, under here is this is a star map that I painted. I used some gouache that we had and some watercolor paper, and then I really put some wear and tear on it to give it this old feel. Now this is actually, you can see the little stars and some of the layout of the different constellations. And it's an actually accurate star map with the North Star up here. So that's kind of fun. It was really neat to make it. This is one of my favorite things. It feels almost like leather. Oh, and this is really neat. We got a little Lego treasure chest, and inside are all these Lego treasures. There's an actual gold coin that says Lego. It's a little ruby ring type thing. And then $100, or a bundle of $100 bills, Lego. And got a little couple Lego locks on top. Okay, I think that's all the things I wanted to highlight. At this point, I'm going to use stop motion and fill up the box. Okay, before I wrap it up, I wanted to touch on a few things. Let's get this up here where you have a better look at it. I'll start with this neat little water effect. This was just some blue mesh from like a, I believe it was like a tutu or something. Little fabric from that we got from the thrift store. And I just layered it up to kind of look like water. And I cut a couple of the layers so I could slide the little message in a bottle where it's sort of half submerged. And this little life preserver on top. And to help keep it in place, for the top two layers that have the message in a bottle in it, there's another layer underneath. You can see I actually sewed on these little weights on the corners. I hope you can see that. So you just drop those in the corner of the box, and it should help hold these two in place, these two layers. I was worried about doing a lot of shifting, so hopefully that will prevent some of that. And then you'll notice this little shell up here is held in by the brass wire, and then it's able to serve as a little tuck, as they call it, in junk journaling, scrapbooking. You can sort of tuck things behind it. And then this little wire holds the mermaid in place. It's fairly easy to pop it out, but if you don't kind of give it a little bit of force, it's not going to go anywhere. So it's a neat little holder, and keeps it, when you close it, keeps it from falling. So yep, that's the Under the Sea box. Stay tuned. We'll be creating a listing for this soon, putting it on our Etsy shop. I'll include a link in the description as soon as we get that done. So thanks so much for tuning in, and be sure to check out the Etsy shop for more of our trinket box options, as well as some other items. And I will see you again soon.